What's going on, everybody? So today we're gonna have a haul day. I had a lot of stuff all of a sudden just come in. I thought it'd be kind of fun to unpack it with y'all and show you what I got. So I enjoy watching a lot of YouTube, and I see a lot of people who do haul videos, and it's like, hey, I've had these things for weeks, days, months, and I'm like, how in the world? I used to think, how in the world did they not open up their package or their toys for so long? Because I used to be like, I'd buy it that day or get it that day and open it right away. And it wasn't until these past few years I realized things just change. Like there's just, you get home, you get something, you're like, and you might open it, check it out. But just actually opening up the figure and all that, it's taken me some time. Sometimes I have a little stack of figures I need to open up. So especially like with Lego, like I'll buy a Lego set, it might be months before I even get to it. So I guess as time changes, you change as well. So I've now gotten to the place where I have backup, overflow, backflow, backstop. We're gonna take a look at some of these things that have come in. Start with I stopped at after on my lunch break. I stopped at Ollie's and I stopped at Ross, and didn't find anything at Ollie's. I was hoping they'd have the Fright Features, Ghostbusters, some of the like the remakes, but they only had Peter Venkman, so hopefully they'll get the others in. But I went to Ross, and it's something I've seen this around. It's the Callie from Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now if you see behind me, I've got the Ghostbuster Firehouse, and on the bottom floor I have all the newer Ghostbusters, but they're done in that 5-point articulation, and I think they're pretty cool. I didn't like rush out and get them right away, but I've always liked them, and I've gotten them all on sale, so they weren't like really overpriced to begin with. I think they're like $10 maybe. Hopefully they're about $10. They might, maybe they're $20, but hopefully they're $10. I've picked them all up luckily for around $3. So this one's $2.99. And I got the others when they were on clearance as well. I think the only ones I'm missing are the Paul Rudd Gruber and Podcast. I need to get them. But yeah, this will be fun. The ghosts are really cool. They make the ghosts where they can kind of like stretch over. I just like the bright colors and the weird designs. They definitely don't do like how they do on the packaging here. It looks like slime. But they do stretch over the characters, so I think they're kind of cool. So she'll be neat to add to the collection. I got some comics today. I have I just started where I have like a bag where they actually pull things for me off the shelf. So we have, make sure it's not glaring too bad, the Silverhawks. This is number 3. And then Silverhawks number 4. There's like a ton of variant covers on these, more so than I've ever seen for any other comic. I'm not like a huge comic book guy, so I don't know the history of it. But when I go in the store, there's always a bunch. Especially at number 1, it feels like they call them like covers A, B, C. I feel like that one wants the entire alphabet. There's tons of covers, but the artwork's really cool. And it's a pretty good story so far. I thought it was like kind of like a remake, like they're just going to retell the origins, but it's a continuation. Like the Silverhawks had happened, and now they're coming back. We have a Toxic Avenger. Actually, I got 2. I think they gave me. There's 2. There's one that comes with a trading card, and there's just like the regular one without the trading card, which is fun. But this is the one with the trading card. This is a pinup edition, so I'm guessing there's gonna be like a lot of like poster type style images in there. Yeah, I like that artwork a lot. That'll be a fun little read. And then this one, Captain Planet. And I'm wondering if this will be a continuation from the story that I grew up with, the cartoon. It kind of feels that way since he looks a little more, older. He got a beard, but really cool artwork. That'd be fun to open it up and see what's going on there. So this is that's the thing with this haul is I know what I got. So it's not gonna be any surprises or anything like that. No mystery boxes. Well, kinda. Well, I'll show you in a minute. This is from Walmart. One thing about, you follow a lot of groups on Facebook and Instagram, you get a lot of like updates or like leads onto things that are on sale. So if you're quick enough, a lot of times you can get on Amazon or in this case Walmart and find some cool things on clearance or deeply discounted. So this is a Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Sewer Samurai Leonardo. Take them out of the box here. Now they don't do these boxes anymore. I'd be curious to hear or see what happens to Super 7 here soon. They've unfortunately just let go like half of their, a big number of their staff, which is unfortunate. I mean, I know a lot of the sculptors and the toy designers were involved in that, and that sucks because they're the ones who make Super 7 cool, the toy sculptors. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's a big mess. There we go. Look at that. Now, when this one initially come out, if they're ones I really like, I'll just get them straight up for the full price. I've always thought he was kind of cool, but I like my vintage one. I was kind of happy with that. But he was like $20, and I was like, man, I could do some really cool photos with him. And I started looking at all the accessories. I'm like, he is really cool. And these, $20, you can't beat that. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think he looks really cool. Hopefully he has some good movement and his joints are good. But yeah, we'll see. I like the vintage version of this figure a lot. So this is a line I hope that they are able to continue. But they've got a lot of figures out. Luckily, sometimes Super 7 will go down the line and they'll just end and you don't get the main characters. Luckily with this one, they've kind of hit all the main characters, and now they're just kind of getting like the ones that are further down the series or some special ones. So if it's a line you still want to get, it's not bad because you can fill out your the ranks pretty well. Even has the turtle band. So these are from the Four Horsemen store, Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions. I say it's kind of a mystery because they had a special going on where they had like a sale with everything that was in stock, and part of that was they had a mystery bag where you get so many different parts that I think you can make 3 complete figures with all the parts that you get, but it's like a mystery. You don't know what the parts are, and I think that's something they were doing at conventions, and they had, I guess, maybe some like leftovers or some extras, and they offered it to people online, and they went really fast. So I got on there initially and it was said it sold out. It's like, oh man. So I ordered a couple figures. I just happened to check back like an hour later to see how much other stuff is sold out, and the mystery packs are back up. So I'm like, oh, awesome. So I picked up a mystery pack, and then the next day, because the mystery pack sold out again, they wanted to offer something for people who didn't get a chance to get those. They had like the mystery night. They have like a night pack that has different nights and different colors. So I think you get 3 nights and like some other parts and stuff mixed in there. So I ended up doing that, and I got a couple more figures that haven't arrived yet. They said because of the way it was, shipping might take longer for some things than others. Because I think that produced a lot of orders. I think they did pretty well with that. Hopefully they did. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna have to turn the camera down here so you can see everything. Let's see. So yeah, all this came in there. This is cool. So I'll open them up. can see everything better. Okay, you got some legs and arms, torso. I'm guessing these are the Knights. This is the Knight pack. Got Knight's head in here. That's one thing with Mythic Legions that I'm finding, because I'm still pretty new to it. It's just the customization is awesome. Got a green. That'd be fun. Green pack. This guy kind of looks like he has a purplish hue to him. That's cool. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Tonight I'm just gonna sit down and put on a movie and put some Knights together. Put some characters together. Let's see. Barbarian pieces here. This is one of the things they talked about. So you got some Barbarian chests. Super cool. You got different weapons and shields. That was cool. Yeah, it looks like three solid Knights. And luckily they're not like all random parts. Like it looks like I can do a full-on purple, full-on green, and it looks like maybe a full-on gunmetal. Kind of that gray metal. I guess it wouldn't be gunmetal since they didn't have guns back then. Yeah, very cool. Maybe I'll show how these all look when I'm done later on tonight. So yeah, these are awesome. So I'm gonna put these back in the box. All right. Here's the other box. All right. So it looks like the last pack was the build a figure part, because this one actually has 3 carded Knights and some build a piece parts. So you got some Barbarians here. So essentially you get about the same, because the others are, you know, the different Knight arms and stuff. So you have the Barbarian muscly parts here, torso. And we have like a full-on Knight, which these guys, I love Knights. Knights and skeletons are definitely my favorite. So yeah, very cool. I like that helmet a lot. He's got a kind of a purplish tint. We have a Green Knight, which if you've not seen that movie, The Green Knight, I definitely recommend. It's a pretty cool movie. And then we have a Red Knight. Super cool. For some reason, the Red Knights remind me of like the goblins from Labyrinth. The goblin armor at the end. I think there's some Knights that are wearing like red armor and some blue armor. I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, these are really cool. Super cool. I'm really excited about those. Like I said, I'll probably jump back on and I'll show you what I put together. Let y'all check that out. We'll see you in a bit. Oh man, look at all these parts. Got belts, tons of swords, shields. This is the Barbarian parts. Super cool. I'm gonna get these guys heated up over here. Let's do some customizing. I think I kind of want to try to make a kind of like a He-Man-esque. I won't have like a He-Man face, unfortunately, but we'll see what we can do. So here's my first creation. I took the Barbarian parts and I mixed them in with the Red Knight. And I'm pretty happy with them. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like being able to swap the parts out. These are like Masters of the Universe Origins, but you know, super detailed and awesome looking. Yeah. I'd like to have some fur boots and stuff to make it really He-Man style, but with what I've got, I think this is pretty cool. I need to order some human heads. I think most of the characters I have are vampires, skeletons, and knights. But yeah, I think he's pretty cool. So let's keep going. I'm gonna put some more of these guys together. So here's who I put together. I kept the Green Knight and I guess he's kind of a purpley color. I kept those knights basically the same. I like those guys. I made this guy here, and so if you noticed earlier, I didn't have the elbow joints in. I still had like the armored ones in there. So I found out how you could update that. Has the parts in there, and I made this guy here. He's got the one arm with the armor, and originally I'd give him like a little barbarian leg, but I think the barbarian legs are just a little bit longer, and you kind of was a little lopsided. So I went with just the armored leg. And this guy's basically the knight. I took one of the skeleton heads I had. I had an extra skull head. I put it on there. I thought that was pretty cool. And I got this guy here. I think he is pretty cool. Did the double armored arms and shoulder pads as opposed just like to the one-sided over here. Yeah, really cool. We got some extra parts. And lots of weapons. I mean, look at all these weapons here. Bunch of swords. The Holy Grail isn't part of that. It was from a photo shoot. I just kind of have it with the props. I pulled out all my other figures here. I'll get them all lined up here. I'll line them up and make a cool little scene. So here's my Mythic Legion collection so far. It's grown pretty quickly from just starting off a month or so ago. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm real excited. That was a lot of fun. I had an enjoyable evening putting these all together. And I think I need to get a female character next, just to put some diversity in there. There's one I've been looking at she has like a bird cage and skeleton bird. I think she's pretty cool. And here's Callie added to the Ghostbuster group here. And before I call it a night, let's open up this guy and let's check him out. And here is Samurai Leonardo. Sewer Samurai Leonardo. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's got some really cool accessories. He's got the pizza here with the focus, with the sardines. Got some ninja stars. It's like a lot of the things that the vintage one had, and then some. It's got the shield. There we go. He's got the samurai war helmet and mask. Pretty cool. Put that on him in a second. Check that out. Man, I like him a lot. He's got places for the swords. So he's got this one he can wear on his back. He's got the two that can go in there, and I think he just has an extra one. But yeah, let's check him out with some other accessories here. Here's Sewer Leo with the alternate head. And that head is, that was hard to get on there. I heated it up and really tried to push it on there. I still don't really feel like it's on there all that great. It's not popping off right now, but sometimes you just want that little pop they'll let you know it's in there, but they never give me that pop. That's alright. I'm probably not going to use the head for display. I like this one. I like the vintage one. So, but yeah, he has a lot of accessories and he's really pretty cool figure. Here's his back. All the designs on his shell. But yeah, I like Super 7. I'm not really sure how I feel about their business, but I like their designs. I like the figures, but I don't know. Their prices have always seemed kind of high, but they have a lot of talented people who work for them, and you get really cool figures like this. I don't know if I showed this. This is the alternate weapons rack that has the colors like the vintage Playmates has where you can pop all the weapons off, which is pretty cool. I like having the updated weapons, but I like that's an option. So there you have it. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight as I opened up a bunch of toys and I did some playing, and it was a lot of fun. I'm super tired. It's super late, so I watched some movies and had fun putting together action figures and getting them all posed up. So had a good time. Good way to spend the night. But thanks again for watching, and if you like this kind of content, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.